Hello, my lovelies, and welcome to my tiny kitchen in Queens where I make curry. I am Nupur, a cookbook author and a chef, and I make curry in my kitchen in Queens. And I welcome you today as we make a beautiful evening mushroom wrap for dinner. Okay, so it's not a very Indian recipe, but it's being made in this Indian kitchen, so I don't know if that qualifies. Let me familiarize you with what's going on here. This is just regular plain old mushrooms that we use. You get in a box, right? And all I did was I washed them really well, and then I chopped in some white petals of onions, and I added some garlic salt, some vinegar, some paprika, and that's about it. And a dash, just a tiny dash of barbecue sauce. So I did that yesterday, and see how the mushrooms have released so much moisture, but that's okay. We're not going to worry about it. We are also going to use these store-bought wraps. This one particularly is the sun-dried tomato. So we will warm those up in the pan, and then we have some things that we are going to use to assemble this wrap together, of which one of them is hummus. I have a little bit of spinach remaining from my salad bag. I'm going to use that. I have an avocado that was sitting in my fridge. I also have some leftover potatoes. These are dried potatoes that I cooked yesterday. I have that. And I have some mint cilantro chutney. So without any further ado, we are going to jump right in. And what I am going to do is I will take these mushrooms and leave out all the moisture. So there is already a little bit of oil in the pan. It's from something that I fried before, so I'm not going to add any more. Just shake out the excess moisture. And this is my trusty wok. So, you know, this caramelizes everything beautifully. Make sure the heat is on high. Welcome to everybody that's tuning in. Hello, I can't see the names, but thank you for hanging out with me. And if you'd like to leave a comment, if you like mushrooms, hate mushrooms, let me know. I'd love to know what you do with mushrooms. So we're just going to spread them out in this pan so that they will cook and get some color on them. Just keep the heat really, really high because you don't want the mushrooms to release moisture. You just want them to get a nice color. And the little tiny dash of barbecue sauce that I put actually with the sugars in it helps to caramelize it and give it a nice color. So we're going to let this do its thing. It's a very simple marinade of garlic, salt, paprika, and a little bit of vinegar that I put in, and that was it. I didn't really put anything else in there. Okay, now I'm also going to heat up my pan and get my wraps to get warmed up. This is really a quick thing that you can do to use anything that you have. Those are leftovers that you want to finish up. It could be some rice that's left over. You could have some leftover quinoa that you want to put inside. You want to put canned beans. So you just bring everything together, and you have one main thing as a filling. So this is for my daughter, and she wanted to only eat a vegan wrap. So I'm not putting any chicken or anything. You can see it's sizzling. It smells really good. It's just a very simple garlic marinade, but it's absolutely fantastic. Very aromatic. And you can see the mushrooms are getting a little bit of color. You see this little browning? So we're just going to wait for it to caramelize a little bit. So even though it says stir fry, when you have a nice hot wok, don't keep on messing with your food. Just let it sit for a while, because the more it's exposed to the surface, the more color it's going to get. Oh, it smells like a steakhouse in here, but there's no steak. Okay, I just gave this a flip. Hey, Vin, welcome. We're making some mushroom wraps. So I just gave this a flip. This is a sun-dried tomato one. There's so many right now that you get. You have spinach, you have sun-dried tomatoes. There's just a lot of options that you can get. And if you didn't want to do this, or you didn't want to do any kind of carbs, you can actually do the same filling and put it in a romaine lettuce leaf and build it like that. So there's a lot of ways to eat around it and still make the recipe suit the lifestyle that you want to do. If you do vegan cheese, then you can do a little bit of cheese. You just look at that mushroom right there. Oh my God, is that something? So just imagine the charred flavor. And if you like whole button mushrooms, you can actually thread them through a skewer and put it directly on your flame, or if you're grilling in the backyard, you can do that. Just do a simple, like a barbecue type thing, and then stick them inside a wrap. That's a cool strategy as well. Hello, Rosie. Welcome. We are making mushroom wraps with kids at home and everybody at home, and so many meals and so many dishes that you have to go through in a day. These kind of quick things, oh my God, these are all godsend go-tos. Now, if you didn't know what to do with your mushrooms and you only had my tandoori spice blend from Queen's Curry Kitchen, you can actually just do that, and it's gonna save the day for you. And look how beautifully these mushrooms are caramelized. You see that? Zero effort. I didn't even put any oil. It was just the oil that was remaining from one of my previous things that I cooked. Look at that. Right? So if you have bell peppers, you can throw those in. You can put in some bamboo shoots, whatever you have, just make it your own. And it has this nice, rich, deep color. So I'm just gonna let it spread it out a little bit. I will come back to this wrap and increase the heat, because now that it's ready, we are going to come and assemble this. Oh, you know what oh God. You know what I forgot? I forgot to set up the phone stand. So now I'm wondering, how are you going to see when I need both my hands to wrap this thing? Let me see if I can grab it with one hand while stepping away for just a minute. Oh, I got it. Yeah, baby. Looks like we can make it work. Alrighty. So these are the things that are going to go inside. And I don't know if you're ready or not, but I think my daughter is ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you guys right here so that you can see where the action is. Yeah, front row seats, baby. Alright, so this wrap is nice and warm. You don't want to overcook it, but you don't want to eat it cold. Never eat the cold wraps. I think there's something really nasty about that. It has a really bad mouthfeel, and I don't know how sometimes people just do a cold wrap and then they put it in front of you. Hell no! Okay, Kachichi, hello. Kritika, welcome. Okay, I'm going to go back to my mushrooms. These are calling my name. Not my name, but my daughter's name. You see how beautifully charred and caramelized they are? Awesome, right? Now we're going to up the protein in our dish, and for that we will start first with our garlic hummus. You can put as much or as little as you like, and always try to plaster it out as if you were spackling the wall, because what it does is it gives it a nice base for your vegetables and your mushrooms to hold on to. If you like ranch dressing, you can put ranch dressing. If you like cream cheese, you can put chives or vegetable cream cheese in there. Just something that you, and I don't like a very thick layer, because then it just takes, it overpowers everything. So I just like a very thin layer, but you can go as thin or as thick as you like. That's that. Now I'm gonna go and put in some of my spinach. So this is just the ends of the bag that I had sitting at home. It's a pre-washed salad bag, and I'm gonna put all of it. So try to keep it towards you and leave a little bit on the side. You need like a margin, because you want to fold it in when we wrap it. So we're gonna leave some room there. Now going in is our mushroom. Yeah, you want to stack them, spread them. Oh, it smells so good in here, you have no idea. I wish you could all come to my house and I could feed you all these things that I make every day. I would love that. So, let's pray that things become normal. Let's pray that the value of human life is above and beyond anybody's political agenda, and this world can be a beautiful place. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. All right, so I also have an avocado. I don't even know where's the room, but I'll still do it. I won't add any seasoning to the avocado. However, if you like it a little more salty and you want to add some lemon, you certainly can. My daughter has requested that I should add a little hot sauce, so I'm gonna do just that. but there's not that much room for the whole avocado, so I'm gonna just leave it at that. I will put in some potatoes just for that salty bite. These are some dry potatoes cooked in the Indian style that I had from yesterday's dinner. And then I have some cilantro and mint chutney. So if you have a favorite savory spread that's sitting in your fridge, like maybe you had falafels yesterday and you have some tahini sitting in the fridge, hey, you know what? Use it, make it your own. And last but not the least, upon popular demand, is just a few dashes of hot sauce. Okay. And now, to assemble this mammoth thing, first of all, go in there and tuck everything in, pull it, tuck it in. Yeah, it's a messy job. And then fold the corners. Remember, we left the margins out, fold it in. I should have left more, but it's just so much stuffing. Whoa. And then tuck it in more. Pull it, tuck it, and tuck it in. Fold it, and boom, done. What I also like to do sometimes as a final flourish, especially if I give her a shout and she's taking a minute to come down, what I do is I actually take this back and I stick it on top of the hot skillet. And I don't have a sandwich press, so what I do is I take a plate and I press it down. So if you have a panini press, you can do it with that. If you're impatient like me, then do it with whatever you got. And that's how we do it. I'm trying to read the comments, but of course I can't do everything. So this is going to get a little color if you want to hit it with some oil at the bottom, or give it a final finishing touch with a little bit of butter so that it'll be nice and crisp. You can do that. If you want to add some pine nuts, cranberries, honey, just make it your own. And don't be afraid to try a recipe because you're missing an ingredient or two. You know what? Just conquer your fears, because on the other side of fear is a victory for everything. Yeah, okay. So, you know, that's that. And if you have cheese, it's going to really stick beautifully. So you will have nothing to worry about. Life will be good to you. But she didn't want any cheese. So now it's nice and warm, and it's re-warm. Because by the time you get it, you wrap it, it tends to cool off a little bit. I'm going to go in with this chef tool, which is very, very exclusive, and it's called the Indian knife, which you'll find in every Indian home. It's like the cheesiest knife ever, but it really does a good job. So if you have any Indian friends, or if you're Indian, you know what I'm talking about. You gotta have a couple of these, right? Okay, I'm gonna cut this open so you can see what it looks like. I like to cut it at an angle just because it's easier to eat that way. And if you wanted to wrap it in parchment, you could do that as well. Look at that. Just look at that beauty. Don't you want to eat that? Yeah, I want to eat that too. So she is going to get ready for her dinner, and I'm going to give her this. But thank you. If you want to make this and you're going to think of me, I would appreciate it. If you make it, eat it, and forget to thank me, I'm going to be okay with that. It's cool. I'm just happy you gave it a shot. So thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for hanging out with me. And you know what? If you decide to make this, let me know how it turned out. Yeah, Kachichi, you are right. Yeah, we have high hopes for America. That's right. But you know what? It all starts with one hope and one dream. Who knows? So keep doing what you got to do. Keep being heard. Keep making a difference wherever you are, in whatever capacity you can. Be safe. But remember that we have to be answerable to our next generation for whatever we do today. So, yummy dinner accompaniment that you guys did with me. Be safe, be flavorful, be blissful, and I will see you again in the next one very, very soon. If you liked what you saw and you thought it add value to anything in your life, or just for entertainment, or it made you smile, please share this video or start your own watch party on your Facebook page. I love you guys. And if you want to order anything, including the spices or the cookbook, it's all on www.queenscurrykitchen.com. Until then, goodbye, God bless, and it's dinner time, so bon appetit.